Thank you very much. My name is Hiroshi MATSUURA. Yes, as announced, I will speak about the World Ministerial Conference on Disaster Reduction in Tohoku, which will be held on 3rd and 4th of July next week. I suppose you have the handouts, 3 sheets. So I like to ask you to refer to this one pager, which indicates the venue and the schedule first. As it is shown in the paper, the venue is in Tohoku area. The main plenary session will be held in Sendai City. There is a international conference hall by the name of Sendai International Center in Sendai City. So all the plenary sessions and the side events and the reception will be held in that center. There will be 3 breakout sessions, Ichinoseki City of Iwate and Ishinomaki City of Miyagi and Fukushima City of Fukushima. Participants will be split into 3 groups in the second day, the morning of the second day, to participate in one of the 3 breakout sessions. The schedule is as follows. On the first day, the July 3rd, the opening ceremony will start from the afternoon, 2:30. And in the opening ceremony, it is planned as of now, 3 speakers will be there. One will be the Prime Minister Noda, the second will be Foreign Minister Gemba, and the third will be the Administrator of UNDP, Ms. Helen Clark. That will be followed by the plenary session, and plenary session will be composed of 3 parts. At first, 4 speakers from countries of recent large-scale natural catastrophes will speak about their experience of the catastrophe and the disaster. And based on those experiences, 2 panel sessions will be held. And the first one, Building Resilient Societies, will be chaired by Minister Gemba. And the second one, Towards Mainstreaming Disaster Reduction, will be chaired by Administrator Ms. Helen Clark. That will mark the end of the plenary session, and that will be followed by the welcome reception hosted by Minister Gemba. And as I indicated, the reception itself will also be held inside the Sendai International Center. The second day, in the morning, as I said, breakout sessions will be held in 3 cities. In the Ichinoseki session, Iwate Prefecture session, the major topic will be the preparation against disasters. What should be done before disaster happens in terms of hardware, software, and the mixture of it. In the second breakout session, which will be held in Ishinomaki, the theme of the breakout session will be the action after the disaster. What will be the immediate response, immediate relief activities, and rehabilitation, the reconstruction activities, arrangement of activities by different participants and stakeholders. That was the theme of the Ishinomaki session. If you could turn the paper back, you will see the theme of the third breakout session, which will be held in Fukushima. As you know, the recent disaster has recent disaster worldwide tend to produce severe costs and damages because of various reasons, for example, climate change or the progress of urbanization, and also the concentration of industrial allocation to the coastal area, disaster-prone areas. So for all those reasons, the risk and cost and damages are increasing in the recent disasters. So what should be the best way to address to these recent phenomena? That is the theme of the third session. All the participants of the breakout sessions will go back to Sendai to get together again, and they will be engaged in the last plenary session. And the theme of the plenary session will be what will be the international action in the future. The discussion will be held based on the discussion in the breakout sessions, and again, this session will be chaired by Minister Gemba. In closing, chair's summary will be distributed, which will reflect the 2 days discussion on this theme, and you will see the list of the participants as of today in the ministerial level in the second sheet of the paper. As you may know, around 70-80 countries will be represented in the conference, and around 20 international organizations will be represented in the conference. And the names appear on the list is limited only to the ministerial level. You will see the names of the foreign ministers, vice ministers for foreign affairs, or the ministers relevant to the disaster reduction, such as transport minister, or emergency situation minister, or information minister, and so on. There are countries which will be represented not at the ministerial level, but high level official levels, but the names of those representatives are not listed here. And in the third sheet, you will see what is the context where we will be holding this conference. What are the scale of the disasters in the natural catastrophes all over the world, and what is the serious problem for the developing countries, and what will be the major points of proposal from Japan in the back page. For example, the needs of the vulnerable people has to be specially taken care of, and the mixture of structural measures, hardware measures, and non-structural measures, software measures, has to be appropriately combined. And the broad partnership among governments, local governments, private sectors, NGOs, international organizations has to be sought after. So all and all, what we would like to achieve in Sendai is to come up with a package of proposal toward year 2015, because in the year 2015 there will be a third UN World Conference on Disaster Reduction, and Japan has already expressed its willingness to host this third UN conference, and there, in that conference, revision of the international framework for action for disaster reduction will be discussed. Presently, Hyogo Framework of Action, which was adopted at the second UN World Conference on Disaster Reduction in year 2005, is valid and alive, but some strengthening and modernizing of this present framework needs to be done. So we would like to make effective input and intervention in the process toward the 2015. Another agenda is the Millennium Development Goal. Millennium Development Goals, as you know, has a deadline. That deadline is the end of 2015. So the new framework after year 2015 has started, and if we can produce good results on this aspect of disaster reduction, we are hoping that this outcome could be used as an element for the post-2015 development framework. Let me stop here, and I like to receive questions from you if there are any.